Hi sir, I'm Bhuvan Chakravarti. I currently completed my 10th standard studies and I'm going to 11th, sir.
Okay, so we have an interesting guy. I know his father for many years, and he's been interning with us for the summer camp. So how was summer camp for you?
So I really enjoyed it a lot. Uh, like saying it, this summer camp was my best among the all others because I learned something new in this summer camp. I was not expecting that I would learn what I didn't imagine that I would learn it. Because when I started with robotics, I thought it would be very harder. It would be just for someone who completed college, and I would like for some really big adults, nearly 30 or 40. But while doing this, I really felt awesome, and I was imagining myself as a big guy after learning robotics.
Okay, but for you, so do you think so even what we had here was very practical oriented, right?
Yeah, I
Than
love
just
that
the
very
theory.
much. Doing something apart from reading, doing something practically would improve our self learning, sir, because it will clear concepts very quickly. I love that very much.
Yeah, right. So that's why the whole idea was to ask some questions, right? So for example, some typical standard questions we usually ask, like in a school system that you have you ever been, for example, pressurized for grades and marks?
Yeah, I would often get into this.
Okay.
I would just often put myself pressure in the exam times because there would be some external pressures like our parents would be putting us to get good grades and pressure is also to get good grades that they just simply say study, but they don't get what we are going to do about studying. We need to compress everything into a single day. In We need to compress the whole syllabus in a single day, sir, because I get the times we need to just in the whole year we are studying one subject. We are studying a lot of subject in a whole year, but getting that one subject in a one day, that would be very harder for me. So that I pressure myself on that one day, single day while studying for exams.
Right. Had, for example, a chance to kind of redesign the curriculum. You're in CBSE, right?
Yeah.
What would your version be?
Yeah, I'll be lucky to have these kind of chances to change the curriculum of the CBSE schools. But I have seen many schools showing up their extracurricular activities for some kind of external fees, or they are settling it apart from this main subjects. I would like to have these extracurricular activities also in main subject, so that would improve the other activities that students can get up to.
Right.
So I would love to have that.
Right. So how will this extracurricular activities, according to you, boost your creativity? You think it's a big change? I mean, you said there's been a big change in you after you've come here, right?
Yeah.
So you think that gives that exponential boost than a small rise?
Yeah, every time I get something and successful, I would just motivate myself. That would motivate myself to do something other than big than this. So that would my success is my best motivation for myself.
Right. So because even I personally have always been of the opinion that uh, textbooks are your guide, right? But end of the day, you need to let the kids explore more, right? Exploration is very much important.
Yeah.
Right? So you need to give them the guide of, okay, let's say you were doing something, building certain things over here. So you've built something, but after a point in time, every day you keep doing that. But after a point in time, you should do a lot of things by yourself, explore, right? So that gives more creativity. I've seen some of the things that you've built, which were kind of fantastic, your own stuff, rather than the typical models that we had, right? So that also gave, the entire team was also telling me that oh, these guys, these two boys have done such a fantastic job. The creativity was too good. It's not something which we have also kind of thought, oh, this is what we had in mind. I just asked you, okay, just before I went for a trip, I just said, okay, just make a conveyor belt kind of a system. And you guys have made very good, lot of things all of a sudden, So such things is what we were thinking, so yeah.
I don't get some proper ideas because we in the start we don't have any idea about just simply he told to make a conveyor belt. And I don't know what a conveyor belt will look like in the. I use my mobile phone at that times. I got newly one. This time I got into my mobile phone and I spent nearly 2 to 3 days on it. And I completely researched in some of Googles and YouTubes, and I got in through many manuals and instructions. At that sometime I collected many of that. I also had my own friend John. He was a good guy. He helped me in many things. At that time, he also used some of his creativity to build, and he made some props like the whom he told you that one house in Kerala
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
That was his own prop, and that another one he you gave one building, and we also made him through this. By that time, he also told me we can make a train model. That too way got big, and it was too big than your main subject, the conveyor belt. But we got many ideas. We get used to it. All the all credits go to the teamwork, sir.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, that's something I think that's again needs to be encouraged, right? These kind of things also propel a lot of teamwork and collaboration,
Yeah.
right? So,
Teachers, they also play a crucial role in my life. They got up into my studies. They had a special look and vision for me. They encouraged me to get into the studies and curriculums. So I also love my teachers.
right, right. So, have teachers given a lot of right guidance and things like that in selecting? Now you're going from 10th to 11th,
Yeah.
in giving you that the molding aspect of things, right?
Yes, sir. They have been a great coordinator for me, because in case of, I don't know however they treat others, but in case of me, they treat me very, very well, because they gave me what I needed. That I allowed very much, sir.
Right, right. So, so I'm sure since you spend a lot of time with friends, likewise, you spend a lot of time with gadgets,
Yeah.
right? So, how well do you think gadgets and the future things, like you were just mentioning about you were researching on your phone for 2 or 3 days
Yeah.
about a new thing that we just said, you make a conveyor belt, right? So, how does that play for your curriculum and things like that moving forward, according to you?
I just think that online researches would be very best for myself, because while comparing that to an offline library, we need to take, apart from these 2 to 3 days, that may take a week or more, because we need to choose a particular row in particular book, but that would take a lot of time. Apart from that, while we are sitting in a casually like here in a sofa, while I taking my phone, that would just take a small time. I will rapidly type something what I need, and it would be getting with seconds. That would make it a lot easier. Well, comparing to offline, online research is very best for myself.
Right, right. So, if you could master one skill instantly, what is it that you would like to master?
I would like coding to do it, because others are saying that coding would be very hard while doing that. Learning some programming languages, that would take years. I could master that one instantly. That I
Right,
love to.
right. So, you feel if you learn more coding, it will get you more, what do I say, more confidence and things like that you will get.
That would boost up my other researches also.
So, you intend to be a computer science engineer?
Likewise, nearly, sir. Because I love cybersecurity. I thought of in a mind I would learn cybersecurity and AI developing at my starting level. Now I'm going into these kind of things, like continuing my higher studies in computer science line, and I would go with cybersecurity and AI developing systems.
Right, right. So, I mean, so nowadays, like, exam preparations, I see even a lot of kids going through the same. It used to be the same journey in my case, as well as the journey in even my father's generation, right? I, I don't think that systemic changes happen much, and there is so much of stress even now. So, you know, according to you, what is the best way in which something like this can be transformed, if at all it can be transformed? I know it's like a question, even I'll feel very happy about it. Transformation from a typical exam kind of method that we have here. Like, so if you wanted a transformation in that, what would your version be like?
I would just simply say that exams are apparently conducted in a week. I would just take more than a week. That would be helpful for the preparation because, like I said, I would just pressurize myself in the exams. That would get some mental pressure and stress. While getting into this, conducting exams for more than a week, that would help to reduce the stress. And I'd love to have it as my chance.
Right. So you think currently you're in a very crucial juncture of in life, right? You're in 11th.
Yeah.
Now you have a very important year, then very next year. So what is it that, what are your immediate plans that you're working on? Is there something that you have a set goal for the next 2 years?
I've heard many people say that IIT Madras is a big placement for upcoming students. So I don't say that, but I need to get some good marks for that. I'm trying harder on my best level to get placement in IIT Madras. So current I'm just focusing on that thing.
Okay, nice, interesting. So yeah, we'll have the next segment, which is like this rapid fire, which the team has prepared. So we'll just quickly ask that. Yeah, so some very interesting things I see here. So paper test or online quiz?
Online quiz.
Oral test or written exam?
Oral test.
Digital notes or handwritten notes?
Handwritten notes.
Study with music or in silence?
Music.
What kind of music?
Somewhat melody lines.
Melody, huh?
Yeah, I love that one.
Okay, so you study lesser in that way.
No. That just boosted my confidence.
Okay. Chalkboard or smartboard?
Chalkboard.
Self-study or studying with group?
Studying with group.
That means you don't study at all at that time.
No, sir. I would just confess my doubts to my friends that they would help me.
Okay. And also an occasion to meet your friends.
That would be very nice.
Early bird or night owl for studying?
Night owl.
Till what time do you study? Exam, previous day and all that?
My best is up to 3:30 a.m.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Then school library or online research?
Online research.
Online class or offline class?
Offline class.
Study material or your own self-made notes?
Study material.
So you don't have like a self-made note?
Because what teachers gave, that would be very useful and that would come in that exams. I would believe that what they give are usually the exam lineups.
Right.
So also I would keep my notes apart, aside. That would be helpful. Both would be very useful for my exams.
Right. So school library hangout or playground fun?
Playground fun.
Okay. Right. So yeah, I think so. We have covered most of the questions that we had prepared from our side. So any maybe a last line from your end on how you want to end this particular episode?
I would just simply say that the MA Board Ventures was a great experience for my life. That I have not spent I truly say that I have not spent any summer camp on learning anything. I just simply roam, play with my cousins and friends. I would just simply on my mobile phones and playing games. But in this summer camp, I'm just I feel surprised because I don't sit up for studying at any times. I just feel surprised how I come sit here and just learn things because that's very interesting for myself. So I'd say that MA Bot Ventures has changed my life in this case.
So very glad, and I'm glad that the team that supported you was really good. So kudos to them as well. So yeah, so thank you for being here, and you've been a lovely summer intern, and we are very glad to hear that there are some good takeaways for you after being here. So thanks, Bhuvan.
Thank you, sir.